Hey, so in this video, I've been having some trouble with my doser, so I'm going to show you how to change a bubble Magus doser head. Should be pretty simple. I've been having some issues with alkalinity. At first it was clogged, now I'm realizing the pump. I tried to fix the little pump head, which I'll show you in depth on the inside of that, and that didn't work. So I ordered some extra bubble Magus doser heads from Bulk Reef Supply. I just figured it's probably good to have a few extra on hand in case this happens again, so that I can get my alkalinity back in check. So here we go. So here's my doser setup. I'm going to have to pull that out of there and bring that down. I've got a bucket ready to catch any of the drippings that'll come out of that. I don't want that in the tank. And then we'll have to bleed the line again. Looks like my potassium line actually came pulled out. I was working on this earlier. I probably did that then. But always good to check your doser lines. Make sure there's no air bubbles. Make sure that the ends are not clogged in any way. And it's good to kind of check on that weekly. Just a tip. Okay, so to disturb things as little as possible, this is just what I've situated here. All I have to do is click two tabs here to release this out pump. I'll show you what that looks like, and we'll go ahead and swap out the pump. Alright, so here is that pump. I like to label them, the label maker. So to get this off, there's a clasp on each of the four sides. This one's kind of easy. Ooh, there we go. That last one in the middle there is just a little hard to get in. So this is the inside of that pump. There's, I don't know if you can see them here, but this just rotates around and pushes the pushes everything through. I believe this is cracked somewhere because I pulled this out to try to fix it. I can't see any cracks in it, but it's not pumping at all. So we've got the new pump here. It's pretty much ready to go. You don't have to assemble anything, just on there, and then we pop that on and put the lines on and then bleed them out so that they're ready, and should be good. Okay, here we go. It's so simple to reattach this. Excuse my reach there, and the left side will be the in and the right side will be the out. It is a mess under here. I can't wait for my new tank. Just one more tank. Okay. So now what I'll do is just go through. I have a potassium issue. Those look good. All right. I'm going to start with 2, since that's the one we had to fix. Looks like it's going up nicely. Pump appears to function as normal. Well, it should, it's new. So that was the issue with my alkalinity for the last 2 weeks, which I finally caught. So I hope that might help somebody else. I didn't really notice there was an issue. There's still a little bit residue there, but that tube had exploded or had some sort of small leak on it, and I did not see that. It's usually pretty dark under here. I have this light turned like that. Kind of had to turn it the other way to see what the problem was. So just a reminder, always a good idea to check in on your doser. I try to make a mental note and check in on that weekly. But yeah. All right, so doser is back together. Everything is good. Lines are all bled out. And it's sitting back there on its perch. So really, the doser is kind of the heart of the whole system. Right now, I think it was 6.3 to 6.7 range. I'm using a drop test, so I did a few of them, and just that's the average. But I want that to come up slowly, so I'm not going to change anything. I don't like to be too hands-on with self-dosing. I like to run it through the doser. I'm just going to let it continue to do its thing and then bring itself back up. My nitrates are like 1 right now. Phos is 0, so I'm going to do a heavy feeding. Food solves a lot of sins when it comes to the coral if they're fat and happy. Through a change like this, to me anyway, it seems like it really helps the coral. Everything pretty much looks fine. Some aren't opening up totally, but my range is normally between 8 and 9, and it's very stable. It's usually like 8.7 on elk. Just interested if anybody normally I don't monitor pH, but alkalinity I do, and I try to keep everything super stable. Do you guys see, just interested, higher growth rates with some are saying like lower pH, higher alkalinity? What are your numbers? What do you like to run at? Just out of curiosity. I try to keep mine between 8 and 9. Yeah, on the doser, kind of like my quick tips, if I could tell you anything on the doser, check it weekly. Don't change more than one thing. If you're trying to correct a problem, don't try to correct more than one problem at once. Right now, my calcium's a little low, but I have to fix my alkalinity. Everything's probably going to even out once that one metric goes back into place. So I typically try to leave the doser alone. I had it set. Keep in mind, it's been set for 5 years, so it's really been dialed in. I just had this one problem, which is messing with some of my other numbers. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Interested to hear. And thanks for following, as always. It kind of takes a village to run a reef tank. My fellow reefers will know. And yeah, just love your feedback and comments. Thanks.